That's cool. We can have that conversation. But for other people who call themselves Christians, like I do myself, what are you doing? If you agree to this in any way, shape, or form, you are the problem. Once again, I will say it again. If you agree with any of these type of actions, you are the problem. Thank you for watching Power to the Power. We are committed to an intellectual integrity and a moral honesty. I'm your host, Superior. Once again, thank you for watching. Now, in this video, we're here to once again discuss on why do Republicans, for the most part, Republicans feel like they have the monopoly on Christianity or good standards, good morals, always looking out for other people. Why do we feel like Republicans own that for some reason? And when it comes to Fox, when it comes to every single person that hosts on Fox on any amount, they feel like it's a good thing to say I'm a Christian and we're loving people, we love kids, we love everybody, but then in the same breath find some way to demonize, to marginalize anyone because they know their fans, they know their viewers, they feed off that. They don't feed off of helpful information. They don't feed off of wanting to be a better person and help a lending hand to their fellow Americans. All they want to do is be able to point the finger at somebody and laugh at them. And Mr. Greg Gutfeld, Mr. Greg Gutfeld is the prime example of that. Let's go ahead and take a watch.
What do you think of that lady squirting the hose on the homeless lady?
I think it was a dude, right?
It was a guy squirting the.
I think everybody is at the edge of their frustration. Like it's like you could say, "My gosh, that's heartless." Well, maybe that person gets up every day and sees human shit on his front door.
Okay, so after watching that, someone explained to me what is Christian about what he just said. Not one person can defend that. Now, of course, you know, we can get into the conversation of, is that something that you will want to see if you own a business and like, okay, we can have that conversation. I guarantee people are going to try to distract from the main message of what this video is aiming at, to just try to, you know, find some sort of reason to justify acting like that. Now, if you don't believe in God, you think the whole religion thing is pointless, then okay, I can understand you acting in that sort of way and defending people like that. Cool. You don't have no morals, you don't have no moral standard or no moral responsibility to anyone. You can change your opinions on whatever the case is on any day. That's cool. We can have that conversation. But for other people who call themselves Christians, like I do myself, what are you doing? If you agree to this in any way, shape, or form, you are the problem. Once again, I will say it again. If you agree with any of these type of actions, you are the problem. You cannot call yourself Christian and think that you can spray down, for whatever reason, any homeless person because they're making your business look bad. Give me one prime example where Jesus would have done anything of this magnitude to any homeless person. You can't. All you're going to do is come up with excuses saying, well, you know, they shouldn't be doing this. They shouldn't be. Hey, a lot of people shouldn't be doing a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to complain about. One thing I don't understand is I wish these Republicans, instead of complaining and rooting on this type of behavior, would come up with some sort of legislation that they want to back from any Republican that's putting forth some sort of bill or a strategy to help these homeless people. They're not doing it. And if they're doing it, I'm not hearing it. I'm not seeing segments highlighting what their plans are. I don't see it. I want them to make a dedicated YouTube video for that so I can see. Then maybe I'd be behind it. But no, they're not going to do that because their viewers are stupid. I don't want to use any other word because I'm going to get in trouble by YouTube, but they're intellectually lazy. That's why they're not going to do that. As I would like to see is the government step in. Stop wasting money on these billionaires. Stop wasting money on the military. Like, we already got the #1 military in the world. Why do we need to keep pumping billions of dollars each year? And that's for Republicans and Democrats. Spend some of this money for the homeless and actually do it correctly and not let this money seep into other greedy organizations who just going to use that money irresponsibly and just to line their own pockets. We see it all the time, especially with Red Cross. We see this all the time. But of course, Republicans don't want bigger government. They just want government to serve the military and rich folks. So you can't have it both ways. Either the government needs to take care of their citizens, and that means the homeless too, or we don't claim this country to be a Christian nation and just let people do whatever they want. That's the issue that I'm seeing. And here's, I'm just going to go ahead and close this with a couple of scriptures here because there's a lot of, so-called, part-time Christians out there. Listen, Matthew 25:34-40 says, "Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Come, you who are blessed by my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was a stranger and you welcomed me. I was naked and you clothed me. I was sick and you visited me. I was in prison and you came to me.' Then the righteous will answer him, saying, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? And when did we see you a stranger and welcome you, or naked and clothe you? And when did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?' And then the king will answer them, listen here, 'Truly I say to you, as you did it for one of the least of these my brothers, you did it to me.'"
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to join the conversation by subscribing. Make sure to tune in next time, and like always, power to you, power to me, power to the people, power to the pod.